true nucleus. It has no true nucleus. Also, it is the unit of life of an organism. And we did mention about the classification of cells. Well, you have the prokaryote that have no true nucleus, and the eukaryotic cell that has a membrane and that of a true nucleus. So group 3 presented about the prokaryote, and I'll take you to the eukaryotic cell. And we are going to look at a part of it. And as I said earlier, this term, our exams will be based on the diagram. So I'll come to the class, read the exam days, and I'll have labels, either A, B, C, D, or I, and I on some of the organelles or some of the structures of the eukaryotic cell. Then I'll ask you questions regarding that. So we have to scan the diagram, we have to learn about the eukaryotic cell very well. This is called apoconcon. It is right in front of you. So let's take the cell. If you take this side, I would say there is an entire cell, and we have cut through the cell. We have a cross section of the cell. You get it from, and here the things that can be found in the cell. So the outside layer of the cell is what we call the cell membrane. New class. Cell membrane. Cell membrane. Cell membrane. So you see that it is the membrane that protects the internal structures or organs of the cell. So this membrane, whatever is in the cell, it covers it and it protects the cell. Now, if we cut through the cell, we get a cross-sectional cut of the cell. We have where these things are called organelles. Say organelles. Organelles. All these, everything here is called organelles. Organelles. And the organelles, they are the structures found in the cell. I repeat, organelles are what? The structures in the cell. And each organelle has a special name. So the organelles that can be found here have a special name. Then also, you can see that the floor where these organelles have been located, that floor now, organelle, what they will give to that floor? Where the organelles are, what they will give to it? Yes, what is given to it? I mean, okay. Cytoplasm, cytoplasm. Now, on the cytoplasm is what we have the various organelles in. And the cytoplasm is like a fluid, it's like a liquid, it moves freely. So on this liquid structure, now we have all these organelles. So I would say this side is the cytoplasm. Now, if you look at this part, what do we do to this part? If it were to be the other side, we will say the central part of what? Of the cell. So what's that? What do we do to this part? Say nucleus.
Nucleus.
The most interesting part is that every activity that goes on in the cell, happens here in the nucleus. And it contains instructions for every activity that goes on in the cell. So that's the work of the nucleus. And in the nucleus, that's why we also have what we call the DNA. The the deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. So in the nucleus is what we have the thread-like structure called the DNA, and the DNA contains what we call chromosome. You can say chromosome. Chromosome. And we say it is the largest structure or the biggest structure in the cell. And inside the nucleus, we have another small structure in the nucleus called the nucleolus. Say nucleolus. Nucleolus. So where can we find the nucleolus? Where is it? So the one that is located on or in the nucleus, and we say it is a little nucleus. It forms part of the nucleus or the nuclear membrane. Now we have a structure here with like a zigzag thing inside. What name is given to that particular thing? What name is given to this structure or this organelle? Yes. Mitochondrial. Is it mitochondrial?
I don't know. I use someone.
Chondrial. No. Yes, mitochondria. So that's that. And we call the mitochondria or
another one.
What? No. The mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. Say the powerhouse of the cell. The powerhouse of the cell. It is the work of the mitochondria to release energy to break down any food substance. That's why I say the powerhouse. I did care because the activity in the cell. Energy now a big year, that activity is so successful. It is the work of the mitochondria to break down that particular energy. Now I'm actually higher agreement. With that, you see, we have some other structures here. We call this structure, who knows the name? The endoplasmic reticulum. No class.
The endoplasmic reticulum.
So we have two kinds of ER or the endoplasmic reticulum. The first one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the other one is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now with the endoplasmic reticulum, with the rough one, I don't know zigzag crap. And you're rough, it has to be a rough and it's smooth. But with the other one, it is so smooth. Now, from the ER or the endoplasmic reticulum, we have another organelle in the cell that we call, what do we do to this one? Yes. We call them Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus. Or in other books they will say Golgi bodies. So I think maybe in your book it is Golgi bodies. Or apparatus. I'll give you. So go and research on the Golgi apparatus to know the importance or the work it does in the cell. You don't know which of the organelles that will come in the exams, and you don't know where I'm going to place or put my I or my indications for you to know what. We also have another one we call the vacuum. So we have the vacuole, we have the lysosome and the ribosome and the other one. Then item so we have omasome. So it's omasome with the no abomasome that's our action. So as I said the other day, next time we are continuing nobody will do. Yeah, we are after that, we just prepare. Yeah, Joyce, we prepare ourselves here. So we say that with the vacuum, it is a temporal storage structure. It stores energy. So it stores either food, water. That's a temporal storage for the cell to use. So that's what we have for the vacuum. So we have the lysosome here. We have the mitochondria here or the mitochondrium here. We have the endoplasmic what? The reticulum here. We have what? Golgi apparatus. We have the nucleus. The nucleus. So this is the structure of the eukaryotic cell. Thank you very much, Rick. So
After class. We are a member of Group 3. We are here to discuss about prokaryotic cell. First of all, we would like to explain the term prokaryotic. If we say prokaryotic, it means it's a cell that does not have true nucleus. I'm finished, so we would like to mention the parts and we will give you one importance of the prokaryotic cell. One, we have a plasma membrane. Here we have cytoplasm, plasma membrane, and here cytoplasm. And here too we have DNA. And here you have ribosome and nucleus region. And here you have the tail, it is called ganglion. I'll give you one importance of the prokaryotic cells. The prokaryotic helps with food digestion. Thank you.